It's the Intern Hour with John Leslie. This is John Leslie. Thanks for joining me today. I want to wish you the merriest of Christmas and a happy New Year. Let's get to some rock and roll, shall we? Enjoy the show.
Ho, 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 and fa la 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 la. It's finally here. It's Christmas week on the Intern Hour. Welcome. I'm your host, John Leslie, and tonight we're kicking out the hottest holiday jams with Kris Kringle Christmas Chorus all night long. That was Barry Manilow, and later we'll sing a sweet slang song together like birds of a feather with Eddie Arnold, Faith Hill, and Neil Diamond. But first, let's get holly jolly with Ringo Starr right here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. That was the Manhattan Transfer, and I'm John Leslie with a big birthday shout out to the man in white tonight. Happy birthday, Jesus, and Merry Christmas to all, and to all a rockin' night. Now, with Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. The Hendricks County Arts Council is bringing in the new year with their black and white ball and bash beginning at 8 p.m. New Year's Eve and running through the witching hours of January 2020. Have a ball and a blast at the Hendricks County Fairgrounds, as the Arts Council will also raffle off a $500 check and other fantastic prizes. For ticket information and for your chance to reserve VIP table seating stacked with beer and champagne party favors, visit www.hendrickscountyarts.org. Time now to celebrate with Alabama here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. This is John Leslie wishing you the merriest Christmas and the happiest of holidays. Keep your fiery hot heartstrings aglow, face the frigid snow as you spread joy and cheer everywhere you go. And I'll see you all again Thursday night at 7. Thanks for spending Christmas with me here on the Intern Hour. Be good to each other and stay gold and keep rockin'. I'm headed home now to set out milk and cookies for Santa, so I'll leave you with Chris Isaac here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org.
It's time to rock and roll. It's time to rock and roll. Stay gold and keep rocking.
That's the Rolling Stones. Before that, Stephanie Mills. I'm Shane Ray. And that's going to do it for me on a Thursday afternoon, the day after Christmas 2019. So glad you let me ride home with you, or you're just listening from home, whatever the case may be. I will be back tomorrow morning as I'm filling in for Mr. Brian Scott on the morning drive, and then back for my own show, the Drive Home Show. Coming up next, it is the one, the only, the John Leslie. And speaking of Johns, right now it is John Stewart, 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org.
Hello, hello, and welcome to the Intern Hour. I'm your host, John Leslie, and tonight we've taken down the Christmas carols and we're cranking up the solid gold classic rock and roll. I hope you had a wonderfully Merry Christmas and that Santa brought you everything you asked for. That was the Monkees, and later on in the hour, we'll jam along with Diana Ross, Asia, and Johnny Rivers. But first, put your hands together for Oliver right here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. That was Diana Ross, and I'm John Leslie. Can you believe it's almost 2020? Where did 2019 go? What goals are you striving to accomplish in the new year? Visit our Facebook page at WYRZ 98.9 FM or tweet us at WYRZ 989 to tell us about your bizarre, funny, important, or otherwise amazing New Year's resolutions. It's time now for the PGs right here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. The Hendricks County Arts Council is bringing in the new year with their black and white ball and bash beginning at 8 p.m. New Year's Eve and running through the witching hours of January 2020. Have a ball and a blast at the Hendricks County Fairgrounds, as the Arts Council will also raffle off a $500 check and other fantastic prizes. For ticket information and for your chance to reserve VIP table seating stacked with beer and champagne party favors, visit www.hendrickscountyarts.org. Time now for Johnny Rivers here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. This is John Leslie. It's been a delight enjoying solid gold rock and roll with you here tonight on the Intern Hour. Stay gold and keep rockin'. I'm going to wind down the hour now with Fleetwood Mac here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. I'm your host, John Leslie, and you're tuned in for another exciting expedition through the greatest solid gold rock and roll hits of the 60s, 70s, and 80s here on the Intern Hour. That was Stevie Wonder, and later on we'll jam out with Hall & Oates, James Brown, and Lee Dorsey. But first, let's kick out the jams with Rare Earth here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. Keep on smiling with your dial on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. Get your groove on with Rose Royce right now on the Intern Hour. That was James Brown, and I'm John Leslie. This winter, when temperatures are dangerous, be mindful of how long your pets are outside. Frostbite and hypothermia can set in within minutes. Remember, their body temperature drops just like ours. Be sure to keep your pets warm, dry, and hydrated. Time now for Dan Fogelberg right here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. Hello, this is John Leslie, and it's been an absolute pleasure rocking out with you tonight, but time's getting a little tight. Join me next time, Monday night at 7, for the continuing adventures of the Intern Hour. Stay gold and keep rockin'. Let's wind down the hour now with Booker T and the MGs here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org.
I hope you're not watching this YouTube video while you're trying to drive. That'd be dangerous.
Greetings and welcome to the Intern Hour. I'm your host with the most, John Leslie. I've got a rockin' show lined up for you tonight, so let's get rolling. That was Janis Joplin, and later we'll hear hits from Sugarloaf, Leonard Skinner, and Spanky and our gang. But first, let's kick off the hour with the Doobie Brothers right here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. Bringing the new year with solid gold, only found on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. It's time now for The Time here on the Intern Hour. Beware the dangers of frostbite this winter by making sure you recognize nature's chilling effects on the body. Commonly found on exposed fingers, toes, nose, ears, cheeks, and chin under wintry conditions. Frostbite occurs when skin reddens, turns grayish yellow or bluish white as it hardens, darkens, or becomes waxy. Layer up when you go out, and if you experience cold, prickling feelings, numbness, or clumsiness due to muscle stiffness as you freeze, get warm immediately. Fend off Frosty the Frostbiter with Barbara Lewis here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. This is John Leslie. Thanks for kicking off your work week with me here on the Intern Hour. Stay gold and keep rockin'. I'm getting out of here for the evening, so I'll wind down our time together tonight with Gilbert O'Sullivan here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org.
That's a classic from Old Blue Eyes, and that's going to do it from me, Shane Ray, on the Drive Home Show. Thank you so much for letting me ride home with you. It's always appreciated. Coming up next, it is the one, the only, the John Leslie. From 7 to 8 o'clock, he'll be hosting the Intern Hour. I'm going to wind things up with Mr. Michael Jackson, 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org.
Happy New Year and welcome to the Intern Hour. I'm your host, John Leslie, and it's time now to kick off this year right, rocking out with your favorite solid gold classic hits. That was Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and later in the hour, we'll say goodbye to 2019 with Smokey Robinson, Starbuck, and Manfred Mann. But first, let's jump into 2020 with the Rolling Stones right here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. Okay, campers, rise and shine, and don't forget your booties, because it's cold out there today. That's my favorite Frosty Frame from Groundhog Day, starring Bill Murray, and this is John Fogerty here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. We here at 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org would like to thank our underwriters, including Duke Energy, David Hall Mortuary, Comfort Suites, and Goldsberry's Transmission for their continued support of our station. Let's keep the party rocking with the Atlanta Rhythm Section now on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. This is John Leslie. Thanks for catching up with me for all our favorite solid gold classic rock and roll hits right here on the Intern Hour. stay gold and keep rockin'. Time now for us to go our separate ways, so I leave you now with Fleetwood Mac, now on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org.
Hey, it's been a pleasure having you here tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, stay gold and keep rockin'.